Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Brooklyn Bulls. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Brooklyn Bulls. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Brooklyn Ball Club. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like two losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting what the offensive coordinator said right off the top. He's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Off the bootleg. Herring. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves this drive.
Let's go. Green, 39.
And they'll go on the ground.
39.
And an alley to run. And he works it past the 30 or more. 3rd and 5 now. Well, look now at our starting defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
Here we go now.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herring. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game? So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect.
And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
To throw on 3rd down. Perry. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same.
Right at the 40. Off the play fake. Perry. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Blue, 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around.
Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, Perry. And it's caught. Touchdown. In for the score. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it.
So that one a long 11-play drive.
Here we go now. Green 39.
On 3rd down, Herring. He finds Ivory here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. He had a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down.
Together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great kick.
Pass when you run, and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
Green 39. Green.
Off play action. Perry. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Now let's go. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Go the other way. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
So you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
You can't dwell on it, because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Looking to throw. Herring. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route,
and they'll run it here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
To reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Herring. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. As his guys are in for 6. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season. Guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. To throw on 2nd down. Herring caught. This is Ivory. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Boyd watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they pass.
And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. No problem of 6 there on first. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Perry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. First down now, but that clock rolling. On 1st and 10. Perry. And he will find his man on the outside. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st down, Perry throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Perry. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A final shot before break. Perry. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL.
That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Here we go now. Green.
From the gun, Perry. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Operating from the gun. Perry. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And they just keep marching. They'll look to throw again. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 6.
Completion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So they get the field goal.
Hurry up, here we go.
To throw on second down. Herring. It got his man complete. He's got daylight. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
Over the middle, complete. It's Nash. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 36 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball.
Here we go now. 3.
To throw again. Perry. Yeah, he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Okay, you get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Back to throw. Perry. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. There.
Set. Green 39.
Off the play fake. Herring. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Here we go now. 3.
Off play action. Herring going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start.
Blue 90.
From the gun. Herring. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. Hey, this one from 46 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So,
Now let's go. 3-19.
off the play fake. Perry. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Hurry up, here we go.
Off play action. Perry. Wide open receiver, complete. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn as we are set to bring...
Let's go. Green 39.
Throwing again. Perry. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but that
Calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but
Thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 26. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski. Maybe.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Operating from the gun. Perry. And he fends him off. This will be caught at about the 5. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herring throwing left side. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pick.
Long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score. And the Saints add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it. Exactly. You put it through the post, that's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that is. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
And they pick up the 1st down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped him on that one. Could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
You can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Brandon, this is why play callers get the big bucks. This wasn't a 4th and inches call. You get into situations like...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play.
Here in the 4th quarter.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Off the play fake. Herring. Sliding out of the pocket. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Green, 39.
To throw again. Perry. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Perry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Throwing on first down. Perry. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it enough.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys...
Here we go.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Saints, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.